There we go. I hope my audio is working right now. I had a little problem finding it. Hi DJ, how are you and welcome. Tonight's live stream is all about you. And tonight I want to show my appreciation for my audience. So tonight I will have a giveaway. I will tell everybody a little later how this will work. Let's scroll this about. That's not the one I wanted to change. I wanted to change this one. Here you go. So, before I share the link to the stream as I usually do, and we have people coming in, I just want to show my appreciation. And what I will give away is the following. Let me share my screen here so you can see. Let me share it in full and let's see if I can make this a little bigger. Can I? I don't think I can. Yeah, I can. Let's make it a little bigger. There we go. This is a mug from my spread shop, and it comes in blue, no, what did I do now? Let me take this away and do this again. Moose Gal's Corner, welcome. Now let's see if we can do this again. This is the mug I'm gonna give away later on, and as you can see, it comes in blue, in red, and in black. And hey san hey, it's hello, hey, hi, but in Swedish. And since I'm Swedish, I decided to put that on a mug, and this is the mug I'm gonna give away later on in this live stream. And hopefully we get some more people in here so I can give it away. I don't know if you know, but I am using StreamYard for my live streams. And StreamYard has just added this, the giveaway tool. And it's a very easy tool from Ghana. Oh, welcome, welcome. Let me give you a short intro to what we do here tonight. Every third week, I live stream every Tuesday night at this time. But every third week, I have a stream that I just call You in Focus. And those are the streams where we have absolutely no specific topic. It's all about you in my audience. Hi, Granny. Welcome. It's all about, normally I do tutorials about internet and about social media. And on these, the third week every month in the You in Focus live streams, it's your chance to come with ideas, things you would like me to investigate. And my tutorials, I am not an expert on anything really, except teaching. And if you wish for me to do a tutorial about something I'm not familiar with, I will learn and then create tutorials. So my tutorials are for beginners because many times I do tutorials where I am a beginner as well. So this live stream is all about you that are here. And as I was explaining, this is StreamYard's new giveaway tool that I am going to try for the first time tonight. And what I'm going to give away is one of my cups. Let me see. Let me share that. This is a little cup. It's white on the outside and it comes in this blue where it says youtube.com/Pixelpia on one side. And it says hey san hey on the other side, and that is red. And then there is a version that is black inside and on the handle. And the reason I'm doing this is that it's my small way of showing appreciation to you that supports me by coming to my live stream, by being part of all the things I'm trying to do. What I also do is when I have done my little introduction, usually I share the link to the stream if people are interested in coming in and be a part of the live stream itself. Either with audio only is fine if you don't want to be on camera, or camera and audio. And usually our discussions on weeks where I actually have a theme and do a little bit of a tutorial in the beginning. But usually when I open up the stream for people to come in, the discussion goes whatever way it goes. It's not strict in any way. And I love the discussions we have here. I have also, for Moose Girls, that's new to me and my channel, I have a second channel called YouTube for Beginners with Pixelpia, where I have separated out everything that has to do with YouTube, and I do YouTube tutorials on that channel, but they are live initially. And then I try to edit out my introduction part and upload that as a video. So that's a little bit about me. I know DJ and I know Granny. Muskal, all I know about you is that you heard about my channel from Ghana. So, Pia is my first name. Yes, I'm originally from Sweden. So, Muskal, tell us a little bit about you and your channel. I'm always curious. And let me see if I can find you. Give me a second here to see. I guess that is a 0. So let's see. Let me see. Did I do too many O's now? I did. It didn't look right. There you are. What I will do is share your link here in the chat if you don't mind, Muskal. Hi, Dolikas. Welcome. And I would love for you to tell us a little bit more about what you're doing. I see that you're doing shorts, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you have a second channel. I see Granny's question here. Maybe you have another channel too. Oh, so this is your second channel. Interesting. So your first channel, do you do poetry on that one? Or only one channel? Okay. So, Granny, I assume, Charlotte, I assume that you is familiar with her channel. She is new to me, but I am subscribing. You might wonder why I am waiting to share the link to this stream. I will do that soon, but I want to try to give away a cup before I start to add people to the stream itself, because I know many that comes into the stream are no longer in the chat, and for this giveaway to work, you must be in the chat. And let me tell you, I'm very excited. I'm happy to give away this cup, but I am also very excited to try out the new giveaway tool from StreamYard. Oh, interesting. You see, this YouTube world is so small when it comes down to it. Let me see. We have Muskel, we have Granny, and I guess DJ, are you still around? And Dalakas, did you just pop in and disappear again? I'm not sure. And I don't know if we have anybody on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, DJ is still here. If we have anyone watching on Facebook and you want to be able to win this cup, you actually need to get over to YouTube and be part in the chat. It's relatively new. It's just, I think it went public just a couple of weeks ago. So, okay, I'm gonna give away one cup. Your chance of winning is pretty high since there are only 3 of you. But I want to test this tool, and if a lot of other people pop in later, we're gonna do it once again. So I give away 2 cups. But let me show you how this works. This is the giveaway tool. What will happen is that I will give you a word in this that you are gonna write in the chat if you want to have a chance to win this cup. And let me show you the cup again so you know what it's just a little coffee cup. You can choose if you want it in blue, red, or the black one. And what you need to do is to write in the chat, you need to write hashtag Pixelpia if you want to be part of this drawing. So when I see people have put the hashtag Pixelpia in there, I will collect names and StreamYard will take care of the drawing. So nobody will think that I am partial to anybody. If you win, I need you to DM me on Twitter or send me a message on Facebook so I can get in touch with you and get a mailing address where I'm going to send this. Excuse me. I didn't have time to eat dinner today. So today's dinner is a poppy lemon muffin. There you go, Granny. Oh, Moscow's Corner, no problem. I'm in the US too. I was just born in Sweden. Thank you, DJ, for being observant. So, and Gulf Coast Granny too. So far, it's only Granny that hasn't put in hashtag Pixelpia. So I guess I don't need to use the tool then. You will be an automatic winner. Guys, come on. hashtag Pixelpia. DJMOs, that's all you need to do. Put that in the chat so I can spin the wheel. I'm so curious about how this works. Wow. Lucky you. I'm eating my muffin while I'm waiting. Thank you, DJ. Now we have two. We're just waiting for Muscal. If you don't want to keep the cup, you can always give it to someone else, or it's not necessary to use it and keep it. Now I have two. We're waiting for Moose. If anybody else wants to have the chance to win this cup. Hi, Gina Bina. You made it just in time for being part of a very dramatic drawing here. I am giving away this. It's a little coffee mug. And all you have to do, Gina Bina, is to put hashtag Pixelpia in the chat. And you will have the chance to win this. And you can choose a blue, a red, or a black. And it says, hey san hey on one side. And it says youtube.com/Pixelpia on the other side. And I am going to use the new, oops, that's not what I wanted, the new tool from StreamYard. Okay, Moose, we have three. We have three. I can test. Start collecting. So, if you have written hashtag Pixelpia, we have three entries, and let's have a draw. DJ Talks is the winner. Congratulations, DJ. And DJ and Granny, you two have to decide that between yourselves. One of you is going to get the mug. I also have other things that I will later on. I will have a giveaway like this every third week when I have you in focus. I have other things to give away. But this first time was most that I was interested in sharing the tool and see if it worked. Now we're gonna do what we always do, and that is I'm gonna share the link to the stream. And okay, Granny, so I guess you have settled it. DJ won and gracefully gave the mug to Granny. So Granny, just DM me so I get an address where I can send the mug. Now, here is the link Come on now. Okay, there it goes. The link to the stream, if anybody wants to jump on with or without video, you can come with audio only if that's your preference. I don't want to force anybody to be a part of my live streams, at least not with camera. I know DJ will soon pop in, so I guess I should be ready. IG works fine too. Pixelpia on all of them. And let me see here. Oh, what are you doing there, DJ? Collect yourself. Now he's ready. Thumbs up if you're ready. Here he comes.
Hey.
Hi, DJ. Oh, what a fancy shirt you have on.
Hey, yeah.
Is it all comics?
Yeah, it's all cartoons. So.
Wow,
yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
Almost forgot, Gina. I almost forgot. Shame on me. IG works fine, Granny. I'm Pixelpia there too.
Yeah.
Gina, see Rugrats? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on top there I see Rugrats too. There are a lot of different comics. I love it, DJ.
Yeah, I forgot this for Christmas like 2 years ago now.
Hi, Granny.
Hi, Pia. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome. I'm just admiring DJ's
Thank you. Hi,
shirt.
DJ. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. No problem.
That was so nice of you.
Oh, that just shows that DJ really doesn't like me.
Close.
Hey, I have a question. What do the words on the back mean, Pia?
Hey, son, hey. That's hello, hi.
Yeah.
Hello, hi.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
But in Swedish.
Hi.
And I will just say this.
Yeah, I thought so. I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah, the only reason
I can't hear you, DJ.
Can you hear me, Pia?
I hear you, yeah.
Okay, because this is really directed at you. But
okay.
The reason I gave
That's better.
word to Gladys is because I didn't want you ended up at my house.
You didn't want me ending up at your couch. Oh, DJ. Why would I end up on your couch?
I should end up at my house.
At your house? Oh.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh. You.
You know why I say that.
You.
That's funny.
I will end up at your house one day. You be ready. If it's the last thing I'll do. You know what I will do? I will gather up with Will and we will come from opposite ways and come to your house, both of us. You just wait and see.
Well, Pixel, if you wait on me, I'll just follow you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. How dare you say you don't want me to end up at your house?
That's hilarious.
Well, it is what it is.
But been a joke for the one of you now.
Turn it.
It's been forever, that joke.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
one day we will get you. One day we will get you, DJ. You
no,
can't.
you won't.
Yes, we will.
No, you won't.
If me and Will put our heads together, we will get you. Just
Thank you, dear.
wait. So, guys,
The only one of you who got close to coming here is Wendell. He was actually in my city a couple weeks ago.
who was that?
Wendell.
Wendell.
Yeah,
Oh. Oh.
yeah.
Oh
He
boy.
was super close to
He was close. Well, that's even a bigger challenge for me because now I do not just have to get to your house. I have to beat Wendell. So now I really have incentive to get there.
Yes, you do.
You challenging me tonight, DJ.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying
Thank you.
You're not gonna make it here.
I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know many stubborn Swedes, do you? You don't know many stubborn Swedes, that's for sure.
No.
Especially not teachers that's used to finding out things. Just you wait and see.
Pia, my daughter works for the school system here in Mississippi. She's not a teacher. She's a social worker and the homeless liaison for one of the school districts here. And she just Saturday took her LCSW exam and passed it. And I'm so proud of her. I can't hardly stand it.
Yeah. Congrats.
Nice.
Yeah, it's taken her 12 years. 12 years.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work.
I have my background is so stupid because when I moved here, I mean, I've been teaching for 15 years in Sweden. I've been a special ed teacher. I had been vice principal for a period of time. I had been part of a government group where when they were changing the grading system.
Mm-hmm.
I have all that experience. And then I happened to move to New Jersey. So I had to go back to college to get my teacher's degree here. I even had to do 12 weeks of student teaching.
Are you serious?
Which
That's
was
insane.
ridiculous. I had more experience of teaching than the girl that was my
mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so ridiculous. Let me let Gina Bina in here. Hi,
But
Gina Bina.
Hi, Gina.
Hi.
Hey, Gina.
Hi, Gina.
So I never went further and got the master's because I had to do 2 complete bachelors in the same thing. It's ridiculous.
In 2 different countries. That's insane.
Yep. And
Gina, your hair looks beautiful.
Oh, I just got out of the shower.
I love it. It's pretty.
Thank you.
Now I had to look down there. I'm sorry. No, and it's just because I ended up in New Jersey.
Right.
And I ended up in New Jersey because that's where my husband lived, or my soon-to-be husband lived. If he had been down here when I moved over, it would have been no problem. They would
Oh,
probably have accepted my Swedish. Maybe I had to take some test or something just to
right.
get my. They
Or
wouldn't have
just
sent me back
Florida
to.
license.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was so crazy. I did
yeah.
change it
Sounds
a little bit.
you
I
did.
did a regular elementary in Sweden, and when I came over here, I instead chose to do middle school math just to get something different
Different,
from.
right?
Yeah,
Mm.
but
I love middle schoolers.
I do too. I love
That's a
mid school.
age.
I love that age group. I love teenagers and preteens. I don't like the little kids. And I have 7. I've owned 7 little kids. Yeah, I don't like them.
And,
Yeah.
and I went two different schools in Sweden were special schools. One was for teenagers. It was the best job I ever had. I got recruited by the principals there. We had a little tiny house out by ourselves, nobody close. These were kids that were thrown out of their middle schools because they were,
Oh,
they were outrageous. These were really, really the messed up kids.
were they
We never,
behaviorally disturbed?
yeah, it was crazy. We had never
Mm-hmm.
more than 6 students in this school,
Mm-hmm.
and we were 2 teachers and 2 social workers that worked with these 6 kids. And we had more contact with police than with parents. Parents
Oh,
were
yeah.
usually non-existent. We
My
had one
daughter
girl.
loves working with those children.
We had one girl. I will
It,
never ever
mhm.
in my life forget her. She was 14. Up until she was 12, she had lived with her mother. When she was 12,
Mhm.
her mother decided she was done with being a parent. So she sent her to live with her father. So he all of a sudden got a 12-year-old preteen girl
Oh,
moving in. He hadn't been a father his whole life. They hadn't had the relationship. So that didn't take long for her to move in there
right,
until it really crashed. And
right.
it ended up with him throwing her out of the house. So she lived on the street. So she came to school every morning. They came in the morning, we had breakfast for them. And we had in this little building, we had washer and dryer. So she
Right.
had 2 sets of clothes. She came in every morning. The first thing she did, she came early. She came long before breakfast. She went in and threw 1 set of clothes in the washer. So she had clean clothes. And then she stayed as long as she could until we had to go. We had to leave. I usually stayed late with her and did my work at school before I left for home, just for her to be able to stay there. So after a long period of discussions with social workers, with the school system, we found a place for her in a type of boarding school for these kids. So she would be placed there, but there was 3 weeks before they had an opening. So we said we can't just let her stay on the streets. And some nights she slept over with some older guys, and I know they used her. She never admitted it, but I know they wouldn't let her, of the kindness of the heart. Guys at 18, 19, and she was 14.
Right.
They used her. So we went to the schools and to the
Of course.
social
Yeah.
workers. And luckily, the school district I worked in,
Right.
there were several middle schools that
Right.
we were part of. We took students. The principals there were all so fantastic and gave us such resources. So what they did, because we couldn't let her live on the street for 3 weeks, so what they did was, I said, okay, let her move in with me. at that point, I lived by myself. I had to take the train to go to school. So I said, she can go on the train with me. She can stay with me for 3 weeks. And then we move her in. But the principals came together with us at school and said, we don't think that's a good idea because we are afraid that the other kids will react negatively against her if she lives at my house. They will think that, oh, she gets all the advantages. And these were kids, they were brutal. I mean, brutal. My colleague was pregnant, 6 months pregnant, and one of the guys kicked her in the stomach.
Right.
I mean, they had no limits. They were brutal. So the the
Gosh.
principal was not at all happy with me and her. I keep on working and she living with me. They said it's too much risk involved, but they were smart. So what they did was they hired a substitute for me for 3 weeks. She moved in with me and I homeschooled her for 3 weeks. So I didn't go to school. She didn't go to school. We did all at my house. And they had the substitute for me
Oh,
at school.
wow.
So that was the
And
best
they did.
solution ever.
Oh, yeah.
What?
And that was in Sweden that happened?
Yeah. But that was the best school experience I have ever had working with these kids. I mean, and they were scared of me. As
Well, it sounds
tiny
like you
as
had a lot of support too from the administration and stuff.
yeah. But the kids were, every time we got a new kid, which wasn't too often since we had a limit of 6 students, every time we got a new kid, what the other kids did was, the first thing was tell all the new kids that never get Pia mad. That was like, and they call me Pia. In Sweden, we call our teachers by the first name. And because one point, very early when I just started there, I had 3 or 4 of the boys in one of the rooms, had a lesson with them. And one of the boys started cursing at me and called me a effing whore.
Forget you mad.
And this was an older building. I don't know where I got my voice from, but I yelled at him. So the windows started vibrating. The other 3 kids disappeared out of the room. They didn't even dare to stay. And this guy, I'm short. So I reached him about here.
Oh, I see.
That's how much taller than me he was. And he was shrinking, got smaller and smaller and smaller. I was so angry. But after that, all the kids, I had no problem. I never had a problem with any of those kids after that when he called me an effing whore. But that was an experience. Oh, I could tell you stories for hours about the years I worked with those kids.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I loved it. I love working with the kids that are a little bit on the outside.
Yes.
What are you? You would have fit in right there, DJ.
Yes.
I was not a bad kid, so I could tell you that.
No, you're not a mean kid. You have never been a mean kid, have you,
Not
DJ?
on purpose, no.
You're a kind person.
So you, but yeah, I will just go ahead and say in my school days with, well, 4 years ago now,
12
I
years ago, yeah.
well, fall, yeah, 2016 was my last year in school, and now what may surprise you is 2016 was the year I turned 22. So I was in high school until I was 22 years old. Not
How come?
because here in the state of Florida, special needs students like myself are able to try and continue to get the support we need to learn how to get jobs, pay
Okay,
bills.
so
I was in what you would call a life skills class.
how many years did your high school take? 22, and you started at
I
16?
started high school when I was 14. So
14,
I was there for about 7.5 years.
7.5 years. Okay.
But
Did you start
but
at 3, DJ?
um
14.
I really don't know. I can't really tell you that. But I will tell you that because of our education system here in Florida, I was able to get the assistance that I needed with, I will just say it, I was, uh, sorry, little hopefully it won't, but I always needed someone to be by my side when I walk because with my mother's skills, riding with a pencil and paper is not gonna happen. So that
So did you have any speech to text help material or anything like that?
no,
No. So
no.
but you had a personal assistant?
Um, no. We had classroom helping teachers that would,
Okay. So they
help.
were a couple of aides for all of you.
Yes, yes,
Okay. DJ,
yeah,
you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I was actually talking about you to my other sister today. It hit me that I wanted to ask you. You know, my sis, that she has no balance.
yeah,
That's her main problem. And when we lived in New Jersey, we had a saltwater pool. And there we had the problem that she couldn't get her feet down to the ground, so she could never stand. So she had a regular swim ring always. Then we
yeah,
moved down here and she had that swim ring still. But here it's not the saltwater pool, and she can actually stand in the pool and she can practice her balance and she can walk. But the bad part with this pool is that it gets deeper. In
Yeah.
New Jersey, we had built a pool for her, so it was 4.5 feet all across,
Okay.
even though unfortunately she couldn't use it. I just bought a thing on YouTube. No, on YouTube. Listen to me.
Yeah.
On Amazon that we tested today for the first time. And let me see. I will share it with you so you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
My orders. I need to log in here. Instead of, because the thing is, when she used a regular big ring like that, it's okay. Here
So,
we go. Let me share my screen here.
okay.
This is like a swim ring, but it's built differently.
Okay.
You blow it up, and she has that one thing on her back, and she sticks in her arms. Here you have a guy in the water. You see how it works.
Yeah.
And it actually works better for her because she has the ability to move her
Oh,
arms.
that's
But
cool.
it's not perfect. So the reason we started to talk about you today, and I said I have to ask you, do you or any of your friends have any type of help for swimming? Oops. That you think
Uh,
could be worth to testing, or do you know anywhere where you could find things?
I do not know of anything currently. If you would like me to do some research into it, I would be glad to. But
I would appreciate if you could check up, because it's so hard not. I mean, we don't want her to drown. We want her to be able to be in the pool with us. But now when we have
yeah,
this really deep pool, it's a little bit more scary.
Yeah, you don't
yeah,
want her
I
floating over
totally
to the wrong end.
appreciate that. And
Hmm.
trips were on the
Oh,
topic. Let me go ahead
if
and
you
check
hear
that
anything, if you hear
whenever.
anything, let me know, because we really want to find a
Yeah,
solution. I
yeah,
I was thinking of
I,
using this idea because the construction of it is not that bad. If you see here, with
yeah,
it's hard to see. It's not a bad idea. The thing is, it slides up too far on her neck. So if she tips forward, her face is in
Yeah,
the
in the
water.
water.
So we
yeah,
need to find a
Yeah.
solution. So I am actually ready to buy a bunch of swimming noodles and start cutting and putting
Mm, me
together and
Ski
too.
try and build
jackets.
something.
Mm.
yeah,
Build something different.
I totally get
That,
what you're wanting to do here.
Pia, what
And,
about a
If,
ski
if
jacket?
yeah, but
um,
then we have the problem with her wanting to be stylish too.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah,
That's another problem we have.
so I have put you into like this because yeah, So I basically have to be held in the
Yeah.
pool like you would do with a little child. So,
But if you hear anything or
but
see
I will,
anything, share it with me
yeah,
because
I
we
will,
really want to find a solution.
Yeah, that
yeah,
must
I
be good
will
for her
get,
in the pool and be able to move.
And it's actually a very good exercise for her balance
Hmm.
when she's in the water. She can stand much better in the water than she ever can out of water. So it's important,
right,
but we also have to think about safety with her.
Yeah, especially if she
Well,
moves.
I just wanted to put it out there, DJ. If you come up with something, hear something, see something, or anybody else, but for that, what that matters, all suggestions are welcome because it's important.
I'm looking at a device now called the Aqua Float Water Walker,
Oh, that's the one
but
with
I
the
don't know. It's
PVC pipe, and it looks like it is. We
mhm.
looked at that too. The one that goes around her, yeah. But that's more for walking. We want
Yes.
her to be able to move around in the pool and be in the. This didn't
Okay.
work bad at all. It worked better. She could. At first, it was really hard because she was scared. But when she
Sure.
started to trust it and knew that she actually moved around pretty well. It's just that it slides up, so we need to find a better construction somehow because when
Yeah.
it slides up too much, if she falls with her head, she has a hard time getting
Flipping back
herself back
over.
up. Yep.
Yeah. You know, it
So
looks like you
that's
might
the
need something with leg straps,
yeah, but the thing is,
something she
this
could put her
is
legs
a blow
through.
up. But this is a blow up, so we
Right.
can't
Right.
do it with that. That's why I'm thinking of buying a bunch of noodles and cut them in shorter pieces. And I mean, I'm crazy building Halloween costumes, and noodles are your best friend when you do things like that.
Mhm.
So I can
true,
see in my head how I can use noodles and then use plastic line to put inside the noodles and have them.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking
Indeed.
of trying to make a construction that would work for what we need, but it's so hard. It's so hard. And when you find something, that Walker thing you talked about, that is $130 or
Hmm.
something. And I mean, we don't even know if it would help her. And
Right.
she doesn't have any money. I mean, what she gets in Social Security, I think she
Right.
gets $800 a month, and that should cover her
Gotcha.
everything. So,
Good
I mean,
grief.
she doesn't. Hmm. So it's tough. It's tough. Wow. Are we just talking depressing things tonight?
No, it's not
That's not
depressing.
depressing.
hey, not,
What?
Huh.
but, but I think I found something I'm gonna
Hi,
So did I.
James.
send you a image of it on,
Hey, James. This is
Uh,
I don't know how expensive this is. Okay. Adult. Okay. There is
yeah,
something called, I don't, like I said, I don't, can't see a price on this, and it's going to be expensive. I just know it. But it's called the Wet Vest. Let me see if, I don't know how to share pages or anything, but I'll show you what I've got on my phone. See how it's like
oh,
it's like a
yeah.
swimsuit almost, but it folds up
But
and velcros. and then it wraps around and velcros.
The only thing with that is it has nothing for her neck, and she needs something for her neck
Okay.
I gotcha.
because she has
Okay.
she has
Okay.
of course she has a problem with her neck too, and she can't really stretch up, so her neck is always bent a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
So we need
Right.
for her to have something. So
Yeah.
she tries to force her neck back.
Support.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You see, one problem leads to another
Wow.
problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to find a simple solution for that, isn't it?
It is. It is. Let me see what DJ has.
Would something like
Ooh.
I sent this image to you, Pia. Would something like this?
Can you share that with me? Where are you? On Facebook, on Twitter? You shared it with me. Did you?
Twiddle.
Twitter. Okay, I will
Yeah.
look into it. That looks like something. Let me see.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
couldn't
DJ.
get one.
Wow, yes, that might be something.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh, good.
He's gonna share it.
That really might be something. That wasn't bad. Where did you find that?
That'll hold her up and
DJ.
support her neck, wouldn't it?
I just.
From
I don't know
just
if you can
did
see.
a Google search, and this was one of the first results. So, send you the link for it now. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, there, yes. Thank you, DJ. I knew I should ask you. I knew I should.
Well, he's got the nicest wheelchair
Yeah.
around, right?
Oh,
it looks nice.
that's
Yeah.
more than a car.
Yeah.
You could buy 3 of my cars for that wheelchair. Thank you, DJ. We will look into this. Very excited about that. Now I won't come to your house.
Oh, you know you will.
You did good.
Yeah.
I won't come to your.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, Gina Binan,
glad.
I'm taking up all the time here with my problems. James, come on. Gina, how are you?
I'm good.
Come on up, James.
The only thing I would
Is
take
it still
up,
hot, Gina?
Yeah, it is. It's so hot. I mean, I have the ear on, but I keep it like at a normal central ear. So, because I don't want my bill to jump up to like $300. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's still pretty hot.
Yeah. I know here in July and August, my bill goes to about $400 a month. It's insane. Uh-oh, where'd he go?
He dropped his.
DJ, you're upside down.
No,
Yeah,
that's his
no,
normal self. That's not
Oh.
upside down. That's his normal self.
That's his normal self.
This is just the fake. See now.
Yeah.
You know,
Where'd James go?
I don't know. You know, DJ, all of that is said with love.
Yeah, I know.
You know nothing.
May I have sort of
Love that
I
one.
love having DJ in my streams.
yeah.
I do. He has become such a good friend. It's crazy. All of you. It's crazy.
I never ever expected that I would meet people that I'd actually like on YouTube.
No, I mean,
and,
it's.
and I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't. I really don't. But I don't go very many places. I'm a homebody, and
Yeah.
I can't drive because I have some vision problems. So I'm just kind of stuck here. And I like being stuck here. Look, I grew tomatoes,
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Unlike we
but it's very surprising to me that I could meet people on the internet that were actually nice folks and not, because you go to a lot of channels and the comments are just full of yuck and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm older, Pia, you're older, and a lot of people on YouTube are very young and we don't really have a lot in common. And I just think it's so cool because there's more older people my age and even older that I've met that I really enjoy their company.
Hmm?
And younger people as well,
I am not really surprised because I have I am a nerd, you know that. So I have been online since the 90s. I met my husband online, not on the dating site because that's not what I'm doing. But I met him in a community with chat rooms and bulletin boards and things like that. So I'm not surprised. I have so many friends that I have got to know online. But I never thought that I would get as many friends on YouTube as I wanted because YouTube is so very much focused on you do your channel, you do your thing. So I didn't think it would be as social as it is.
I didn't either because, I didn't realize there were all the different communities. Like, I started cooking on my channel, so I have friends from that community. And then I started gardening on my channel. And now I'm going to try to combine the two and cook whatever comes out of my garden in addition to gardening. So I've met people from both groups that I really, really enjoy I enjoy them. And I like it. But I didn't even realize it when I first started this, that was the way it was going to be.
I have people from all kinds of groups and niches and
and I think I met all of you guys on the like Dee Nimmons channel, I believe. Yeah.
Scully.
Scully. I love him.
I have to show you here. Let me see if I can do this.
And I'm ready for him to finish that book. Because I am on the edge of my seat every time.
I know this will happen. Second here, I'm trying to get my second camera to work. Come on.
See, now, I have no clue how to do all that. What, DJ?
Yeah, and I will go and tell you 10 years ago, there was a possibility that I would have sent you a message on you when sending DMs on YouTube used to be allowed. So, yeah.
What's
But
going on?
DMs were on.
I know they used to have a chat on YouTube where people could message each other. Yeah, they do that anymore, do they?
Yeah.
No, I
No,
don't know.
there's no way.
Not on YouTube.
No.
I
Let
think
me
all they have
see.
now is the community tab where you can communicate in
Yeah.
mass.
Yeah.
If you
Do you
Oh, that's
see
a
that
very nice
drawing there?
art piece. I love
Let me-
that.
Yeah.
Let me show this.
We need a close
that's
up.
all YouTubers.
Is it
No,
really?
YouTubers.
Let me see if I
Oh,
can.
wow.
Not
Yeah.
There's a shark.
Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit.
Cleopatra with blonde hair.
These are. Let me see if I can focus it now.
But
Ouch.
yeah, I will say it is.
This is art.
P is sitting.
Yeah, I am. Let me move my
With the
chair.
pink on.
Yes.
You're the
Yeah.
pink lady.
That's me.
And
Yeah.
her.
We have Ghana there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This is the girl that drew it, the artist.
Oh, wow.
That's Sabrina, art by
That is so
Sabrina.
nice.
All of them, some of them are not on YouTube any longer.
Yeah.
Not act-
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is really nice.
Yeah. We have.
So did you... Uh-huh.
Sabrina, the girl that, let me get back to, there we go. Sabrina, the girl that painted it. We were in a group on Facebook together, all these people. And she asked, she said, I want to do a drawing because we got to know each other and got very close. And a lot of people have met in real life also. She said, I want to do a group photo, so let me know. So she did this from scratch. And she has a video on her channel how she did it. And then I said, can you send me the file with the photo? Because I want to get that printed. So I went to print store and had it printed in this format. And then bought a frame and have it. So this sits above my computer where I do all my editing. And sometimes when I look up, I think about these people, the people that's still active, the people that have stopped. And I think it's crazy how many really good friends I have up on this picture that I got through YouTube.
Yeah. That is so cool.
Yeah. And
Peter, put your shirt on. No
offense.
offense, but aren't you people a bit old for YouTube? Peter, shouldn't you go to bed now? This is past your bedtime. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're having adult conversations.
Yeah.
I didn't know YouTube have an upper age limit.
But
I know they had
I will
lower.
say that.
Let me see who he is.
Yeah.
There we have. Oh, Peter, hold on to your pants. Here comes another older.
Hold on to your pants.
Yeah.
He's younger.
He needs to
squirrel.
put his shirt on, so hold on to your pants, Peter.
Who's Peter? Put your shirt on. Who the fuck is Peter?
We
have no idea.
Oh,
I said
okay.
hi to him. I didn't read his comment.
No offense. You can't. I don't. Never mind. I'm just gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
We'll see how long that lasts.
he's getting a little cranky. It's past his bedtime.
Oh, poor Peter.
Like I tell my granddaughter,
Listen,
your behavior needs a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Peter's probably all right. You got to understand. You didn't go through life being named after a nickname for the male genitalia, so you don't understand what this guy goes through on a daily basis. You know what I mean? It's tough.
Oh my! Well, you are correct.
I'm just saying.
It's tough.
It's either that or Richard.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think I feel? They call I'm fucking squirrel, so I don't even know what to tell you, buddy. You got life better than I do. I'm a fucking tree rodent. Whatever. DJ, did you have your shirt off when Peter got here?
Yeah.
Oh, he wants us to chill out.
Hold on a second, Peter. Oh, whoa, Peter. I was joking back with you.
Yeah, we were joking back.
Who's not? You see, fucking look at Gina's drinking fucking whiskey right out of the jug now. Look what you did to her. Listen, we're just joking back, Peter.
Gina, don't take it that seriously, honey. It's not worth it, babe.
I just like fucking around. I don't care either way. I was having a good time. Whose vids? He likes your vids. See that, Pixelpia?
I don't know whose kids he's talking about. It's probably yours.
Your channel. Probably your vids.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck I am.
He stumbled on a live stream. You're welcome in, Peter. Here.
Come on up.
The
StreamYard link is there. I just stole it. I just whacked it.
Well, I just posted it again. Come on.
It didn't post.
If you can take us old people.
I see it.
Yeah, it took a second to pop them on my side. I'm a little slow.
That's what happens when you get older.
Sure. So old.
I'm the only one of my friends that hurts myself while I'm sleeping.
Use my jokes as an excuse. Very mature. Use my jokes as your excuse.
Is that James? Is he fucking with us?
It could be.
You know what? I have a brother called Peter. If it's him, I don't have a brother.
Peter eater.
You don't have a brother.
Peter eater. What happened?
I have 3 more, so I can get rid of one.
That's
It's not the end of the world.
You have 4
Peter,
brothers.
You are welcome, Peter. You are very welcome. We are all nice people.
Yeah.
Even though we're old.
We only bite a little bit.
No, not at all.
Oh, come on.
But upset me.
Never let me have any fun.
Make me mad. And you are in deep shit.
Whose shit are you? What are you doing with shit? I missed it.
I said make me mad and you are in deep shit.
Oh, I gotcha.
You know, as old ladies.
He doesn't know that Pia is Swedish.
Yep.
Huh?
Well,
Pia,
it's my brother.
Are you eating what is it? Lourdes Godis? Is that what it's called? Are you eating that?
Lördagsgodis. No,
Lördagsgodis.
No, actually, today I'm eating poppy lemon muffin.
Oh, the muffins.
I think I'm gonna go.
My pineapples were amazing.
You talking about pineapples?
Yeah, my husband was feeding me pineapples on a stick whenever I was watching the first part of this. We were sitting on the bed and he was just handing me little skewers of pineapple and I was just eating. He said, you just went through a whole can of pineapple? I said, it was canned?
I can't eat pineapple, a stick on it, like a skewer?
Yeah, like a skewer. Mm-hmm.
I'd say I can't eat pineapple like that without washing it down with like 5 fucking fortune cookies. I don't know how you do it. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna eat the little pineapples, I gotta have the fortune cookies with them. That's the way it is.
It must be fortune cookies. And you know what you missed, Tony? I actually gave away a cup today.
Yeah.
He's unhinged.
You missed it. Should I give my cup to Tony?
Look, and hey, son, hey, cup.
That's fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
Oh, that's a
Super
great
awesome.
cup. Wow, that's awesome, Pia.
I,
Where are those? Are
I mean,
those
it comes
those are up
in.
on your site?
It's. I think it's public on my spread shop. I'm not sure right now.
I still gotta get mine set up. Don't
But
tell anybody.
you know what? You're gonna have a chance every third week when I do this Doing Focus live streams. I'm gonna give away something. This week it was a cup because I wanted to try the new wheel that you can use with StreamYard.
They have their own built-in wheel.
How
Yeah,
new is that,
you had to
Kia?
write
Oh
hashtag.
man,
I think it's not more than a month.
Really?
you watch.
I didn't even know it was there.
Yeah, Pusa Studios is gonna come back and like they stole our fucking idea. They put a wheel in. Just kidding.
That's a
No,
great idea.
This is just like all the slump generators, all the name generators out there, but it's part of the StreamYard. So when people write, Peter, yes, he does,
He
but
knows that.
Huh? I don't think he makes them that often right now. He's got a beautiful woman in his life, and
yeah,
he did YouTube for a long time, and I think he's just trying to taking some personal time for himself, and God bless him. He's a good
Yeah.
dude. So I hope it works out for him. And then if he comes back to YouTube, we'll be happy to.
Tuesdays.
Is he still? I haven't seen him at all. Maybe he doesn't. I just haven't seen it. I don't know. I thought I haven't gotten a fucking notification in a long time.
But he hasn't done the Fridays forever. He did a couple of Sundays, but
Am I smoking crack or is he?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, DJ.
Yeah, it's been a month. That's what I mean. It's been a while. It's been a month. And he did 2 a month ago, and then there was 2 months before that. I mean, it's become
But it's summer. He working like a dog at that gym, and I mean, who
if you gotta
knows?
look good, you gotta work hard. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Not all of us. Some of us are
Yeah.
natural beauties.
Yeah, and then
That's
some of
right.
us are this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you can do.
I've been saying it for years. Miss Cass is a dead channel. So
Fucking DJ. Why would
I know
say
you
that?
keep on saying that, but it's still our hangout.
Still our buddy, man. Listen, I don't give a fuck what anybody's channel's doing. If I fucking like it, I
It
like
can
it.
be a
It's the way
dead
it is.
channel as much as it wants to. Oops, sorry. I'm cleaning up after myself. But it's still our hangout.
I met Miss Cass
We
Entertainment
hang out here.
very early in my YouTube career. I met him because I did. We featured "Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch" on Viewed This.
Yeah.
And that's featuring Adam was kind of like it was almost like my piece into this whole fucking neighborhood of people, this whole community, because we featured him, and then that's why I met everybody else.
Hey,
know?
Ghana.
So, excuse me, Gana, I am talking. You don't just hey in the middle of me talking because you distract everybody. And then fucking Pia makes it worse. She highlights it. I'm talking. Come back in 5 minutes, Gana. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was so fucking rudely interrupted by a hey. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. This is fucking bullshit. I met Adam. I featured Adam. Miss Cass commented on the video and said, "This is the best channel you could ever have featured. This guy's awesome." And that's when I was like, "Oh, who's this Miss Cass guy?" And then I went and checked out Miss Cass. Said I'm done.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Gana. Go ahead, Gana. Now you can go ahead and interrupt anybody you want to. Go ahead.
If you don't.
Yeah. No, it was, I mean, Adam, he started up again a couple of months ago and went strong, and then I don't know what happened.
I'll tell you what happened. Honestly, I'll tell you what happened. In my opinion, again, I've kind of been using. Excuse me. I've been using that a lot tonight, the in my opinion bullshit. But still, Adam has the kind of job where he does counseling with families and kids and things like
Oh,
that.
he's
And
working
it's
as well.
been very rough on everybody with COVID. So Adam's been working like a fucking madman through all these restrictions and everything else to try to help as much as he can with families. So that's why that channel has slowed down a little bit. He legitimately is trying to work through this pandemic and help people that are fucking failing because of the pandemic emotionally and things like that. So that's it. See you, Gana. The fuck out. Anyway, so that's what's going on with Adam. I'll shut up again.
Yeah.
And
fucking, you know what? His boys, at least the oldest, now I don't remember who's who, but are getting up in the upper teenage. So maybe their interest is, I don't know. But I love their videos. I love it. They do. What is this channel? Crap my dad makes me watch.
Yeah.
Isn't that the name?
Yeah.
Crap my... And then they watch like movies from the 70s or 80s, and the kids are like... It's really funny. It's a fun channel to watch.
I had 50 eggs.
On the other hand, I love View This too. I love View This.
I don't know either of those channels.
Did I View This is Tony's? Was it your first?
Yeah.
I never heard of this fucking channel. What are you talking about?
Oh, shush. Was it your first?
Yes, my son and I.
Yeah.
I dropped the link for everybody if you want. It's just a little something for everybody. But that's all. That's all I got. I
don't know what the link is.
I should never eaten 4 gummy bears. That's bullshit.
You know what? I can't click the link.
That's fine. You don't have to. I put it in the private chat for you. Then you can click it. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. That's like Gina laughing at.
Yes, probably click the link.
Gina, did you click the link, Gina? No, did you? Be careful. Oh, Gana. What's the matter, Gana? Oh, Gana was winning up until then.
Oh.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Oh my.
I'm gonna watch it later.
You know what I don't have? I'll tell you what I don't have. I don't have a Pia. Just realized
I know.
this.
You can't.
I gotta fix this.
You can't.
Oh, mark my fucking words right now. It is the 16th of June at 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Brookfield, Massachusetts, and I'm adding to the list Pia.
It's
That's
on.
all I gotta write. Just gotta write Pia on my pad over here, and I'll look at tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, I gotta go in the basement.
And what channel is it going to be on?
Probably the other side of Squirrel. I think that's where I'm gonna move those to.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I got exciting news. Who wants some exciting news?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I've mentioned this a few times over the past few weeks, and I haven't gotten anywhere with it until tonight. So, I'm working on my next Fuck You project, right? I do too, Gana. I don't know where I'd be without it. I love you. You're awesome. And I mean that. I love you like the fucking weirdo fucking creepy sister I never had. Anyway, so I'm working on the next Fuck You video. And I don't want to say who it is because I don't want to, whatever. It's for a channel, right? So this guy that I want to do the video on, he's friends with a lot of big YouTubers. Like, big YouTubers. Like to me, like he's friends with a couple YouTubers that have like 80 to 90,000. Those are still not very big YouTubers. He is friends with a YouTuber who's got 442,000. That's a bigger YouTuber. He's getting pretty big. And then he's got a friend that's got like 590,000. Another guy's got like 912,000. And then his biggest YouTube friend, who comes on his channel sometimes when he does like live streams and shit, has 1.41 million subscribers. So I have sent out feelers to all these people to try to see if they want to participate. And I got an email back tonight from one of the bigger ones. So I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna say which one, but I got
Oh
two back
my.
today. Two back today. One is from one of the smaller guys, and one's from one of the bigger guys up there in this
Sure, I
area.
have no idea who that is.
So it's coming together. I don't care if I sent emails out to like fucking I don't know like 9 people that I know that he's friends with that are bigger. And the way I look at it is this: I got a handful of small guys and myself. All of us smallies are gonna do our piece. I now got a better size than me one, and then a big one. So no matter what happens, we're gonna fucking destroy this guy out of left field, and he's gonna fucking love it. He's gonna love it because there's nothing like getting a squirrel video, Granny. Nothing like it.
Okay.
Just
Wow.
telling you. They're
That
there's
is so
something.
funny.
Mm-hmm. It's true too.
So, oh, you guys are crazy.
I can't deal with it.
See, I wish I would have started off with a really funny channel like that. Because now I have this with my gardening and all that stuff. I have to be a granny and be,
Bye, DJ.
just kind of like a teacher and a granny. I act the way I would with my grandchildren, not the way I do with my husband. And
I totally understand. I wanted to be a comedy channel too. Being serious, not trying to be funny. I wanted to be. And I did these funny little skits and stupid little videos of shit that I caught, and the fuck you videos. I literally did fuck you greetings. There's a playlist of 200 of them over there. So if you know somebody and you want to send them a funny video, go look on my list because I probably did their name. What's your husband's name?
Okay. Wesley.
Wesley. I don't think I've done a
As
Wesley
in,
yet. I'm not sure.
like
No, I don't
Snipes.
think.
Yeah, I've done a Gina. I've done. Your first name is Charlotte. I don't know if I've done a Charlotte. I think I did, but I'm not sure. Peter, I've done. Ganna, I've obviously done. James, Jim, whatever, I've done that. Just looking at people there in chat. But anyways, there's a ton of them over there. Tons of them. There's a happy birthday greeting, so you can just send to your friends.
I was going to
happy
say my
birthday.
daughter's birthday is like in 2 weeks.
Oh, there's
Maybe
a
I'll go
happy
check it
birthday
out.
video.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a doozy.
They
But,
all are FU.
Yeah, they're all FU videos.
Prepare.
That's awesome. She would love
you.
it. Let me tell you
So-
what my daughter does. She sends me naked men pictures on my Instagram.
That's a good daughter. I mean, just taking care of mom, making sure she gets some good photos. You know, that's cool. I don't know all that.
It's
Squirrel.
hilarious.
Wait, Squirrel.
What?
Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror naked? What's good about the naked male body?
Nothing.
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 Oh my God, Pia.
It's like,
No.
Oh my.
When I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I understand why guys want to strap tits on themselves now. I get it.
I mean, it's not a pretty sight.
I
Not
know, Pia.
and,
Those firemen calendars sure look awfully good.
but are they ever totally naked? No. Look at the naked male body. It's like, no.
So, Granny, I'm dropping a link in the chat here for you, so you can check that out.
Okay.
But these are the kind of videos I did. And then I got into the American Reacts niche. And I started reacting to things from all over the world, music and culture, a lot of stuff from the UK and Britain and stuff mainly. And then, like anything else I do, it just fails. I mean, it fails in comparison to what everything else does. So like if I put up like a mail call video, you know, I'll get like 400 views on it. And then over a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it'll eventually hit 1,000 views. You know what I mean? If I put up a video, if I put up a fuck you video, they get about 600 to 800 views over the first 2 weeks. 2 weeks. They go really slow now. But then if I put up, you know, whatever, a fucking a comedy reaction to a UK comedy, I get, 1,500 to 3,000 the first hour. So,
Oh, wow.
So that's the difference in how much different they're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what I decided to do was, because I wanted to do that funny channel. That's why I'm talking to you directly still, because you had said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I was doing, but I can't do them anymore because my audience that comes to see the reactions, they don't care about the funny shit. Because I'm funny in my reactions. I'm a funny son of a bitch. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Anyways, no, but I do reaction videos and I like that. But my other stuff, so I decided to start a second channel. And it's called The Other Side of Squirrel, and that's where I can go back to doing the weird shit that I do. I see something stupid when I'm out in public.
Is that the one you were talking about last night?
Probably.
Where you said you were just going to dump everything?
That's
I
it
know.
right there, the dumping ground. Yeah.
But it's not yet. But it's not just, Tony, that your audience you have now don't want to see that other stuff. It's if you get subscribers from that other side stuff, and then most of it is reaction videos, they will leave because that's not what they subscribed for. If they
that's why I haven't pushed
for an FU, they don't want the reaction. So I mean, it's when you get niched down the way you got, it's hard to leave the path.
Well, that's why I'm doing a separate channel for it. And I'm telling people, if you want to go over there, it's nothing fucking like this. Like I had a guy in the chat was like, "Oh, I heard you had another channel. Where's the link?" And I said, "Well, if you want to check it out, cool. There's a community tab. You can go find it." And but I told the guy, I was like, it's nothing like at all like what you're watching now. Right now, it's nothing. It's just a couple shorts. That's all I've done. But if I do the fuck you videos over there, if I do some of these skits that I've written, if I decide to start doing skits or whatever, I got a couple like real short little skits that I don't know if they're funny or not, but like I want to just try my hand at animation and try to do some kind of weird, shitty, hokey animation, or either that or like stop motion and claymation, maybe something like that. I don't know. But just try it out and see how it works. And
a question, Tony. What did you do with the dollar store channel?
It's just sitting dormant. I turned it into Eat My Shorts, and and it was going to be all short videos. And I started making shorts and stuff, and then I just honestly, I was still kind of flopping around with it and thinking about it and doing something here or there. Once this channel started taking off, I didn't even think about that channel for the past 5 months. So you just said it honestly. I just haven't had time, and I didn't want to. The only reason why I didn't want to switch it over is because that channel started out as a Dollar Tree as a haul channel, and then that. Good night, Pia. It was really good to have you on the show. We'll see you next time. Anyways, whatever. I forget what the topic was before Pia went to bed, but anyways, she's back. I just don't want to.
Dollar Tree haul.
It was a Dollar Tree haul channel, and then I changed over to try to do shorts, and then I was fucking up the shorts and not getting them right. And I just think that I've already, in the short period of time with that channel, I've already confused the fucking algorithm so much that it ain't even worth it. It's got like 30-something subscribers. Can it, start fresh, and go with it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Twilby. You've done all great things, all Twilby related.
Is that Twilby?
Yes.
That's Twilby. I still have Twilby next to me here, and I still often think I want to get back to Twilby. But as you say, time. And now when I started my other channel, the YouTube for Beginners, I don't know. But I've been thinking, and I've been trying to make it work. I guess if I skip all this fancy that I have, and all the fancy, yippee! If I skip all of that, I can do live stream with Twilby because I guess my voice mod to work. Because I don't think the voice mod works. Let me try it. when I have.
I got an idea.
I
Go
could
ahead.
do live streams with 12B.
Toolby, we're supposed to go to
And
Walmart.
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Hey,
then-
if I
12B couldn't go to Walmart during the pandemic, you know.
yeah, she'd
I
have to wear
still
a
want
fucking
it
hat
to
over
do
her
it.
mouth. Does Twilby have a separate email address for the Twilby channel? Because I have an idea
Yeah.
I want to email Twilby about.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. I want to ask Twilby if she'll be in my Fuck You Pia video.
You're gonna make her choke.
Oh, Pia,
Jeez.
you know, in our like
That's-
a lot of people would watch that and just be like,
That would
okay, they
be-
wouldn't even get it. But in our community,
Oh,
that'd be
oh,
fucking
that would be
hilarious.
hilarious.
Oh,
That would be hilarious.
We gotta do it.
Let me see.
Gosh, that sounds great. And all I'm doing is a stupid. Yikes.
Sorry about that.
Ouch.
Sorry about that. Where I don't find my, I'm trying to find my settings here, how I can.
Again, I've
See-
seen you on there streaming, playing your games. You get that fucking, what's it, like a RuneScape kind of game or something you're playing? It's like old school. Or it's meant to look old school if it's not old school.
Sorry.
It's like you're in the nightclub when the mushrooms kick in, folks. If you don't know what that's about, you just fucking experienced it. You're standing there and everybody's hanging out and everybody's chatting. All of a sudden, everything just goes fucking nuts. I've been there once, maybe twice.
Once.
I had a checkered past. I'm looking forward to a checkered future as well, just so you know. I feel high
Yeah,
now.
once
Right,
I finish,
exactly.
once I finish raising my kids, I'll get my checkered future going.
Let me tell you something. As I age and as my time comes to a close on this planet, if I ever find out that I have like inoperable cancer, like a tumor or something like that, the first thing I'm gonna do is go back to smoking cigarettes because I'm fucking dying anyway and I miss it. God, I miss it, but I don't do it.
You
I
know
it's
what?
horrible. 33
been
years
sh-
I smoked. No, 31 years I smoked. It's a long fucking time.
I've been smoking a long time, and I quit for 2 years. And I got really mad about a year ago. I got super, super angry about something, and I don't even remember what it was about. But my husband went to leave the house, and I looked at him and I said, "Don't you come home without a pack of smokes."
Yeah, wow.
And he didn't. He brought it. And I've been smoking ever since for the past year, and I've got to stop. I had a heart attack a year and a half ago, and I need to stop.
I quit smoking for 3 years, and then I started smoking a lot of blunts with my friends. And a lot of my friends would mix tobacco and pot together, so I just got that tobacco. And I was
taste.
getting that nicotine
Well,
fucking
and that
high,
nicotine.
and I was getting stoned.
Yeah.
Right. So I was
Yeah.
getting super high off these fucking blunts because I was getting that nicotine high. And, and I don't want to be, if anybody who doesn't know, I think everybody's familiar with how pot works. When I say I'm super high, I'm not saying I'm getting all fucking junkied up and living in an alley or fucking anything like
Right.
that. I'm just talking about getting
Shooting
high.
needles up your arms. Yeah.
Yeah, none of that shit. But a nicotine high is very similar to a marijuana high. So it kind of kickstarts you because it is in a way with that lightheadedness and shit like that. So it kind of kickstarts you, but it wears off fast. But then the marijuana high takes over. So it's kind of cool.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I was kind of, next thing you know, I'm buying cigarillos and I'm just fucking smoking them when I'm at the bar and when I'm working. And next thing you know, I'm full blown smoking again. And then I went to vaping and then I finally quit.
The absolute worst addiction to get rid of is nicotine.
I honestly believe that.
For me, it's food. I quit nicotine. Food's very hard.
I can't. I'm still smoking, and I'm not having any plans on quitting. I have tried everything. I have quit so many times.
You know what helped me quit was vaping.
Well, that's what I did. I vaped, and then
53, so I don't care anymore.
And I just kept
the day I die.
What did you say? Nobody what? What did you say?
I said I'm 63, so I
Oh.
don't care no more. I'm gonna smoke until the day I die.
And you're
There's
going to
nothing wrong
enjoy
with
the
that. If
crap
that's what
out
you
of
want to
it.
do, that's fine. Go right ahead. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm like 80 years, there's no way I'm making it to fucking 80. All right, but so let's just say I made it to 80, and my wife would have passed before me. My wife's fucking top physical conditions. No way that's happening either. But let's just say all this weird shit happens. Right, squirrel lives. Right,
Mm-hmm.
I would start smoking again because I'd be like, fuck it, I'm 80, and I don't, I can't disappoint my wife by starting
Yeah.
smoking because she passed away. So I'm gonna go buy a pack of mobs and a
You
bottle of
know
whiskey.
the weirdest thing when it comes to smoking is my mother. She quit. I'm sure it's 20 years ago now. Every year when she goes on vacation,
She
she buys
smokes.
cigarettes and smokes. The day she comes home,
My
no more
fucking
smoking.
my
See,
fucking father will tell
I
everybody how
don't
bad smoking
understand.
is, and you shouldn't smoke, and people will smoke. He's like, that's a fucking disgusting habit. But every year, up until he retired 2 years ago, so he doesn't do it anymore. But every year up until he retired, he would take 2 weeks vacation back to back in the middle of the summer because he had a lot of seniority at the post office, and he would smoke for 2 weeks straight while he did his gardening, got his garden ready. He'd just fucking smoke cigarettes. He'd come over the house, like, hey man, you got a cigarette? Hey, you got a fucking cigarette? He was asking everybody for him, and then he'd go back to work and done.
and quit.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand. I don't
I can't
understand.
do
My
that.
mom has done it for 20 years.
I wish I could do that.
She smokes. Then she's done with it.
Gana state minimum on generic cigarettes in Massachusetts is like 1060. So if you're buying, it's like 1060. Marlboro's like
Good
1120.
grief.
Marlboro's like 1120 or whatever, and most other cigarettes. And then Newports were up to 12 something. Menthols were more, but they banned menthols in our state. They said that it's. They say that they banned them because they said that it encourages
Children.
black people to smoke more.
Really?
Children and black, yeah, and because it's flavored for children. But they literally said like that menthol cigarettes were like, I don't know how to word it, but basically it was like they were targeting black people. I don't know why. Like, to me, it's a flavor.
But a majority of the smokers who smoke menthol are black.
I get it, but I don't think anybody's targeting them. It's just that's
No,
the kind of
no,
cigarette
no.
they started making them before black people started smoking them, and that just happens to
Yeah.
be their cigarette of choice. You know,
Yeah.
most fucking most guys I know that you wouldn't want to fall asleep next to in a tent usually were smoking P-Funks there, the Parliaments with the fucking triangle in the filter.
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right? But that doesn't mean that all
Or
guys that you don't want to sleep next to in a tent are smoking them cigarettes.
You know what? My grandmother smoked 3 packs of Camel non-filtered a day.
Wow.
I don't know how she did it. Well, then again, she could drink a 5th of Seagram 7 in one day too.
That's the kind of woman you don't fuck with. That's the kind of woman. That's the kind of woman that gets in a fender bender and John Wayne gets out of the car and she fucking drops him in the center of the road. Bang!
She was something else. I'm telling you, woo. She could outdrink any man I've ever met in my entire life, and I've been around a long time.
And again, I've always heard that. And when they banned him in Massachusetts, I thought that it was because of the health reasons, but it wasn't. They said that it was because the tobacco companies illegally target African American people, which I don't understand because I guess that means every other cigarette company is targeting white people. I don't know. That's fucking weird to me. I don't know how you target people. Advertising, I can see.
I know they target children because they need, people our age, the smart ones are quitting.
That's why Joe Camel went away because they deemed that they were targeting kids.
Well, and the poor Marlboro man died of lung cancer. So
right, and the Marlboro Miles, and they shut that whole program down too because kids were smoking to get free gear.
Right, which is insane.
Gina smoked Newport. So you're a former smoker, Gina? You said smoked. You don't smoke anymore either?
Yeah, no, I don't smoke anymore.
All right. How long did you smoke for?
Probably about 5 years.
5 years? You were still trying it out.
Baby smoker.
So that's not even a smoker.
That's a
that?
baby smoker.
Yeah.
Gina,
I've
what'd you
got-
say?
I said I stopped smoking when I found out I was pregnant. So
My daughter did that.
There you go. My wife was the same way. So my
Yeah.
wife smoked probably about 5 years. She started smoking when she went to college and everything. And when she found out she was pregnant with her first kid, she went to the store. I was at work, and she went to the she called me and said, "I think I might be pregnant." We were trying, so she went to the store. She came back home, and I was on my way home from work, and I got to the house. When I walked in, she was like, "There you go," and she held up the stick, and I was like, "Holy fuck, we did it,"
Oh.
you know. And then I went outside later on, like 10 minutes later, over to smoke a cigarette, and I was, called a couple people because I was always told you don't call everybody right away in case there's any problems. You wait,
Right.
whatever. So she comes outside, and then she takes a cigarette and puts it in her mouth. She takes it out of her mouth. She goes, "This isn't about me anymore." And she just fucking put it back in the pack. And she was like, "I'm done smoking." And that was
Good
it. She
for
never
her.
smoked. Once she found out she was pregnant, she didn't
And
smoke
then-
one more fucking cigarette. And then when she
And
had
then
my
you
son,
kept on getting kids. So she
Right.
never got
Well,
the chance to start again.
no, Pia. Every time she started smoking again, I got her pregnant. That's what happened. I'm just trying to save her life. Okay?
No,
Trying to save her life.
you're like,
But
How
no,
many
but
kids do you have, Squirrel?
I have 5 boys. So we had 3, and we were like, all right, we'll have 3 kids. 3 kids is good. And my wife goes, "Hey, what do you think? We'll just have 1 more," and we got fucking twins. So there you go.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
40. I'm 46. I have 4-year-old fucking twin boys running around. I got a 7-year-old. I got a 12-year-old, and I got a 15-year-old. But she came home from the hospital, and we were my first son was bottle the whole way. Wouldn't latch on, nothing. So it was all pump and bottle and stuff like that. But he actually ended up going like full formula not long out. And we were like, damn it, because we wanted to give him the natural nutrients. But all my other
Yeah.
kids latched on perfect, and were good, all the other 4. But anyway, he came home, and we were doing formula with him and stuff, and she said to me one day, she said, "Hey, pick me up a pack of cigarettes." I said, "You sure?" And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "I really miss it. I want to have a cigarette, whatever." And I was fucking smoking 2.5 packs of Mob Reds a day. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, you can't smoke." I should have, but I didn't. Well, I should have in hindsight, but it didn't matter. I brought him home. She walked on the porch. She lit one up, and she was like, "Oh, this is fucking disgusting." And she put it right out. She took one fucking drag off it, coughed, put it out, and said, "No, well, why the fuck? How did I ever even think that was good to start? I don't understand." And that was it. She never went back to smoking. So she's been.
I've been smoking for 50 years
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
see, I started when I was 13 too.
with shorter
Mhm.
non-smoking periods.
Well, this
So
year will
when
be
Pia-
40 for me.
Wow.
Too long.
Shit. Yeah, it was like 31 years for me total. I mean, I had that 3-year span in the middle, but I was a smoker on and off for 31 years basically, and it's been 2 years I haven't smoked.
You know what? I wish I had all the money I've spent on cigarettes.
Fuck yeah, right?
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't have that money anyhow because I would have spent it.
You just spent it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what happened with me? I quit smoking completely. I quit nicotine completely. My wife and kids were out of town. My wife went
Thank
down
you,
to see her
darling.
parents, brought the kids down. They were going away for 9 days, and I just decided on like the 3rd day, I'm like, I need to quit smoking. Now's a good time. Nobody's home. I can get over the fucking hard part while they're gone. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm one of the people, I got to have some kind of a vice. So I quit smoking and I started eating more. That's horrible. And that's when I think about like, man, I'd be better off smoking because I'm eating so much. But I wouldn't be. So instead, I've just got to curb that too, because smoking's not an option. It's only an option if I know that I'm dying or if I'm over 80, like I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it would all depend on what my situation was. If I was 80 years old, if I was in a relationship, if my wife was still with me, alive and everything, then I wouldn't. But if she had passed on and I was 80, then I would. Or if I found out that I was dying anyway, then I would. If I find out I'm fucking dying tomorrow, if I go to the doctor and doctor's like, yeah, man, you got like fucking 6 months to live, I'm going to buy a carton of Marlboros and I'm going to sit down by the fucking river. I'm going to throw a fishing line in and just fucking sit, drink a case of beer. Serious.
The longest
fucking hammered.
period I have been smoke free was 7 months.
Mhm.
I hadn't smoked for 7 months, and this was back in Sweden. Me and my then boyfriend, we lived together. But I went up to my parents because I lived in the south of Sweden back then, and I went up to their vacation home up on an island mid Sweden, and he stayed home because he had to work. So I was up there, and the bastard, he calls me when I'm up there just to tell me that by accident he had cheated on me.
By accident.
Yeah, he didn't mean to.
That's ridiculous.
That happens.
I was-
I mean, listen, as the only guy on the panel, I can tell you, you have no idea what that thing will fall into if you trip. You know, you trip and fall, you know where it's going to land. You know, I'm just saying.
But if the idiot had been a little smart, he wouldn't have told me.
Right?
Stupid was that? If he had no intention of continuing the relationship, this
Uh-huh.
was a real accident. Why be so cowardly? So he calls me when I'm up at my parents' vacation home for my vacation
Mm-hmm.
to tell me this. I said, I'll be home in a week. You better make sure. Luckily, the apartment was all in my name. I said,
Uh-huh.
you better make sure there isn't a trace left of you. If it is, it's going to be burnt. Everything. And he was out. I didn't see a trace. And I haven't
Good.
spoken with him since.
And
I
after
don't
you got off the
understand.
phone, you went and bought a pack of smokes and started smoking again.
No. Yeah.
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 My mom was on vacation, so she smoked. So I said, Mom, give me a cigarette.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I was so angry. More than anything. I mean, if he had been in front of me, I would have done something that would have gotten me locked up.
Would you have cut his cock off?
No, I'm not the Bobbit.
Like the
Yuck.
Bobbit? Yeah.
No, I'm not the Bobbit.
Lorena, cut your cock off.
I would have beat him up.
Yeah.
Tough
would-
woman, Pia. I wouldn't
could've-
want
you
to
could've-
go rounds with you.
You could have roofied him and then tattooed your name across his forehead.
I would just have beaten him up until he didn't stand anymore.
Listen, Charlotte, I agree with you to an extent. I agree. It would be funny if you woke up and Pia was written across his forehead. But but you got to think about incriminating yourself, right? You could put your name
That's
there.
true.
Right?
That's true.
So instead,
It's
when he
hard
falls
to
asleep-
deny that you did that. Yeah.
That's right. Instead,
Fall
when
asleep.
Pia Wiener Cleaver, there you go. That would be your name. Instead, you wait, and then what you do is you fucking knock him out, and you tattoo a big set of nuts and a penis on his head. That's what you
Oh
tattoo
my
on.
gosh.
That would hurt more. I would rather wake up with a woman's name written across my head than a dick and balls, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But why would the guy be so stupid to tell?
I don't know. That blows
Because-
my mind.
Because he's an idiot, and there's
Yep.
guys out there that see, and they're like, oh look, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. So they jump over the fence, and they do something on purpose so that they can, because they think it's going to be better, just so they can say, hey, I fucked up, sorry, but I don't want to be part of this anymore. Or I still want to work it out, because that way if you say yes, then they can play both sides of the fucking fence. And eventually they got to settle on
True.
one side of the fence or the other. So
Yeah.
True.
you say, okay, I accept it. There ain't never been a fucking man in history that maybe I'm wrong, but just from, and I'm not telling you this from experience. I've never been that kind of person, but
So
I know
you
I have a
mean-
lot of friends that are. There's not a guy that says, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it, and the woman takes him back, and he doesn't go right back to the fucking girl he fucked around with.
Yeah.
And eventually,
But
that's who he ends up with. Happens every time.
But he knew I wouldn't forgive him.
I watched a lot of
He
Maury
knew.
Povich growing up.
Well, Squirrel, are you saying that? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Pia.
But it wasn't that he had messed up that got me pissed off. It
It's that
was
he
that he
told
was
you.
such a coward that he calls me when I'm on vacation. He didn't dare to say it face to face.
Yeah.
Did you know the person that he fucked around with?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
I never
Well,
asked.
that's
I don't
probably
give a
better.
shit.
It's probably better if you don't know. You know what I mean, or if you don't know the person anyway, because that kind
I
of
don't
sucks too.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care who she was. I mean,
I
none of my business.
Squirrel, I want to ask
He-
you one thing.
He lost too, because he's no good.
Right.
So
Are you
Poor-
saying that guys will cheat to go tell the girl
just to
so
get out of
that-
the relationship.
just to get out of the relationship? Yeah. So that she'll dump him, and then it'll be her fault for dumping him, not his fault for cheating.
It's well, no. Well, it's not so much that.
So
It's
he
a
doesn't have to dump her.
It's a win-win because they look and go, well, shit, that's better over. So like, I'm gonna go take that, and then they're like, all right, I'm gonna take that, but then I'm gonna let this one know that I took that, and if she's okay with that, and if she believes that I'm not gonna go back here, then I can have the best of both worlds. So it's a way to get out of a relationship they're not happy in. But if the girl says it's okay, you fucked up, then they're happy in their relationship because they know they can keep fucking up. It's psychotic, but it's true. Yeah,
It is a little psychotic.
it is.
I told, my husband was in the military for years and years, and he would go on deployments. And I used to tell him, look, you do whatever you're going to do. Do not tell me anything, and don't bring home any children. That's all I care about. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know it. Whatever. Do whatever you got to do. I don't believe he ever did, just because I know my husband.
Right.
And we've been together a long time. But, if he would have, I wouldn't have, when it's overseas, what are they going to do? Chase him back to the U.S.?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
I
either,
guess
but
not. Yeah.
so far there's not any children showing up on the doorstep.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, because I don't want any more. I'm done.
So that you have enough, don't you?
I do. I have 7.
You have 7 kids?
Yeah, 4 boys and 3 girls.
God bless you.
Oh.
And I have only 2 left at home still.
God
And 2
bless.
grandbabies. I was with my grandbabies today. Oh my God. Every time I come home from my daughter's house after I've been watching the grandbabies, I have to take a nap. It's ridiculous. I didn't have to do that years ago. And I raised 7 of them. Well, I had 5 at home at one time. And I didn't have to take naps, but now I do. They wear me out.
I usually have to take a nap too. Usually I do it when I'm standing in line at McDonald's or or pumping gas.
So,
I work like 60 hours a week. I put quite a bit of time into
That's
YouTube.
a lot.
And I got 5 kids running around. I got my mom living here, so I'm kind of stretched pretty thin lately. And I definitely have nodded off in places. It's happened. I'll get comfortable like I was at. What was that? I went to pick my, not necessarily like I don't walk into like a fucking restaurant, sit down at the table, like, don't do that. What I mean
No,
is
because there's food in front of you.
when I say places, I basically mean like different locations. So, like, my son, I'll go pick him up at lacrosse practice. So I'll get there a little bit early, and then when they're done, they all just run over and they get they open up the trunk, they throw their shit in, they get in the car. All right, let's go. We head home. You don't have to.
And you've had a power nap.
They don't want, especially with COVID, they don't want the parents all going to getting their kids. The kids come to the cars. So so I pull up at the fucking car and park. I sit there and I'm waiting. All next thing I know, the doors open up and he's like, "Hey, Dad," I'm like, "Oh, hey, buddy, how you doing?"
Oh, it's you.
Fucking 22-minute nap. That was good. That's a recharge. I'm good to go now for another hour.
I did that this afternoon. I took my son to, me and my husband took my son to karate class, and I sat there and fell asleep while they were screaming at each other and trying to kick each other in the face. So
It's a good time.
yeah.
guys, as we're talking about sleeping, my background light went out.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Which is a sign that I have done this far too long.
Oh, wow.
2 hours, 5 minutes.
2 hours and 5 minutes. Hey, Pia, when we're up here on the screen with you, do we count as viewers?
No.
Not if you're not on YouTube.
Oh, well, I'm on YouTube too. I'm on my computer and on my phone.
So when you look at YouTube, when you go into somebody's stream, if you go in and it says there's 3 people in the stream, there's 3 other people besides you. YouTube doesn't count
Okay.
you when you're looking at it. So as the host of the show, you don't have to worry about, like, people are always like, oh, well, I've got 5 people in the chat, but there's fucking
gotcha.
there's 3 of us on panel, so there's only 2. That's not true. There's still 5 people in the fucking chat. So they might be panelists
Right.
in the chat, but the
Right.
host never counts. Yeah. So when you're doing your live stream, when you're looking, it says 20 people in the chat. There's 20 people beside you that are there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you know. Yep.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
viewers is always just when they are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I'm double streaming, so I stream to YouTube and to my Facebook page.
And to
Hi,
Facebook.
Facebook people. Hi,
Hello, Facebook.
There isn't any Facebookers here tonight.
Oh,
I realized the other day when I got
I
off
can
panel
see.
with you. I got off panel with you and I saw it on Facebook and I was like, man, I was talking about how much money I make on my channel and it's on Facebook. I knew that. I just didn't think about that night. I don't know how much you heard because I wasn't looking.
Oh, from yesterday's.
Yeah.
I can take that off.
No worries. It's no big deal.
No, I
I'm
can
honestly
take that off. I can take
I just
that.
want you to know I stayed in the whole stream yesterday.
Awesome.
Even though I didn't come up here, I was like in the stream watching.
Yeah.
What happened to James? He was all done trolling us with his Peter account.
I think
before
so.
He came, yeah. He came in to say hi, and then all of a sudden he never said another word, and Peter started yapping. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's probably actually still sitting here listening. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're wrapping it up. So, Pia, have a great evening. It's always lovely to hang out with you, Pia. I really enjoy my time with you.
It is really fun.
Yeah, I have a good time. Gulf Coast Granny, it's nice getting to know you. Little by little, we'll
You
understand
as
each other
well.
more. You'll understand that I have no filter. You're probably already there at that one, by the way.
I'm there.
Tootsie, it's good to see you. And you too, Gina. No, Gina, it's always good to see you. And we don't get to see each other enough because you don't come up that often. So I'm always happy to be able to hang out when you do. You ladies all have a great night. It's been a fantastic time. Fuck you, Gana. Have a good night. That's all I got, really. So that's it. You guys have a good night. I'll see you.
Good night, Squirrel.
Hi, Squirrel.
And
Scroll out.
as always, my final words to everybody is never stop learning. And with that, I wish you all good night.
Good night.
Hi, Squirrel.